What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you all are having a blessed day, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, we're getting into the full breakdown of Gillie versus Joe beef. So, what time I gotta say about it? I don't really know if I want to take everything this dude says, though, but
Now for Back Talk, back at you with another Mac Talk banger. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't already, because we on the road to 50K. Let's go. So what do we have here now, man? The weather's changing. It's getting hot. Things get spicy, even in the podcast world. So we got Joe Buttons versus Gillie. Now, recently, these two have been exchanging some words. They in a small space. They in the hip-hop podcast space. There's not a lot of room on the top. They have so much in common, and they think so differently, though, that it's inevitable that they gonna be clashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of them were rappers that, you know, did their thing in their own lane, but never really passed that. Both of them have very strong personalities, and both of them are competitive as hell. It's just a matter of time before these two just go at it. You know what I'm saying? And you see them trading shots right now, but they actually been trading shots for a while now, since 2020. So we're about to take a look at where this rivalry started and where it's at right now. So the first time that Joe Budden's name was brought up to Gillie in a competitive way was right here. This is Sue Surf right here, a legendary battle rapper, free Sue Surf. He's locked up right now. Hopefully you get home sooner than later, you know what I'm saying? And Sue Surf said something to Gillie that Gillie didn't like, you know what I mean? And we about to take a look at it right now.
Number two, at no point ever in the history of life were you ever a better rapper than Joe Budden. And you one of the best rappers. And you one of the best rappers I know.
Crazy nigga.
And you one of the best rappers I know. You
Is
never
you
could ever.
crazy nigga? You must be rooting for Jersey or something.
Hell no.
So you, me and Joe Buttons talk two different languages.
Yo, listen.
Things are tough. I get that. You could stand to be a little more fun.
shit's about to get spicy.
I mess with Gillie. Gillie's been on my Mac East before. I mess with Gillie. I think he's a dope person. Do I think he's a better rapper than Joe Buttons? Absolutely not. And I don't know why Gillie is acting so surprised by what Sue Surf said. Yo, if y'all haven't listened,
I ain't gonna cap. Well, never really looked into bro too much, but I never knew Joe Budden was a rapper. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just having a brain fart. But yeah, I can't think of him being a rapper. I've always seen him as a podcaster and an interviewer, shit like that. So that's new to me.
listen to Joe Budden's music, I suggest y'all go check him out, man. Not just pump it up. Not just that. Go check out his mixtape, Mood Music 1 and Mood Music 2, bro. Like, stellar pieces of art. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm not a big Joe Budden fan. Honestly, character-wise, I like Gillie over Joe Buttons. As a person, I see myself, you know, just gravitating towards Gillie like most people do. Most people in the industry gravitate towards Gillie and not Joe Buttons. But music-wise, bar-wise, bro, Gillie, you can't fuck with Joe. I ain't gonna lie.
The language.
I know. I'm talking about a pen. You cannot rap better than that man. You can't. You can't. At no point in
I'm
your
about to
career
check
was
him
you
out.
ever better than Joey, writing wise. Not numbers, not views. I'm talking about the pen. The way y'all put it there. You was never ever a better rapper. Joey.
That's yo, Sue Surf is keeping it so savagely real right there. Like, savage, but it's real, bro. And look at Gillie's face. Gillie just doesn't understand that. But
Gillie mad as
I think
fuck.
he does. I think he does. Or unless he didn't never listen to Joe's music type shit. You know what I mean? Unless he just heard Pump It Up. So the next video, so a couple of weeks later, maybe like a month or so later, I'm not sure exactly how long, but Joe Buttons went on live and Gillie pulled up on his live. So let's take a look at this exchange.
I love the music more, but podcasts, I like doing podcasts more, better than rapping, man.
And podcasts like me better than rapping like me.
Yo, why does Joe Budden laugh like that? Like, why do you laugh like Santa Claus, bro? You like, what the hell?
He looks so old right here. Why does he look so much
Why
older?
you laughing like Bill Cosby, bro? Like, chill out, Joe.
Why does Joe look so
You had a
old?
run. You acting like you ain't have a run. You had a run out here.
I know, but my run made me bitter. My run made me mad.
You just a bitter nigga.
You could tell that they don't really like each other like that. They could put up with each other, but they don't really like each other. You could tell that. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely tell. You know, fake ass laugh from Joe Budden's. Gillie be sending some shots. He was like,
I ain't bitter now.
The run ain't make you bitter. You always had a little bitterness to you.
See, that's a shot right there. That's a little slight shot, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the music industry, people like Gillie more than they like Joe Budden. That's a fact. Like, more people gravitate towards Gillie than Joe Budden because Gillie has more of a, you know, likable character, you know what I'm saying? And Joe
Budden's an asshole. You know, like, that's that.
has more of a, you know what I mean, snobby character, you know what I'm saying? So
dick.
more people is always going to gravitate to Gillie. Facts, you know what I mean? But skill-wise, so the next video, Joe Budden on his podcast, probably like a week or two after, Joe Budden went on his podcast to talk about Gillie, and this is what he said.
Show. So from what I gather here, they did about 85 episodes for free pro bono with no sponsor, no integrations, no.
So right here, they're talking about, they brought up the fact that Gillie and Wallow was working with somebody by the name of Dev. Dev was the one that was helping them, like, you know, engineer the podcast and like gave them the space to film it or whatever. They had a breakup, right? Dev wanted, you know, there was like a deal on the table for Barstool, and they got the deal, and Dev thought that he's supposed to get 15%, and Gillie and Wallow said, absolutely not. We'll pay you money, but we're not going to give you a percentage. So, you know, that got leaked onto online, and they started talking about it. Joe Budden responded to it. And this is what he said.
Backing them, right?
It was Dev's studio. It was his facility, his studio.
Oh, that's a big part. That's a big part.
Why y'all niggas?
So he was talking about, so Joe Budden was kind of like coming at Gillie's situation a little bit. He said some things, and Gillie felt like, you know, whatever he was saying wasn't the truth. So Gillie responded by posting this live.
On shit y'all don't know about. Huh? I'm confused. Why? Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Niggas that speak on shit that they don't know about where I'm from, in Philadelphia, we call that hoe. So all three of y'all is some hoes out here.
Damn.
You hear me? The three of me hoes. Not goes, the three amic hoes.
Gillie is not playing. He did not like his name being brought up in that podcast. And now that energy that they had in the prior video is all gone. Now they just, all gloves is off, and they coming at each other. And this is the beginning of the rivalry right here. It got quiet for a little bit. And then recently, Charlemagne went on $1 million worth of game. Gillie said this.
And I ain't taking no shots. I'm just telling the truth, nigga.
I'm listening.
Don't compare us to nobody that ain't stopping in the middle of their motherfucking podcast and saying, this episode is brought to you by Omega Accounting Solutions. Now let me tell you about Omega Accounting Solutions.
So look, right here, Gillie is basically saying, yo, man, don't be talking to me. Your money ain't even as big as, your money ain't bigger than mine. You ain't getting more money on your podcast than me. You don't even got no ads on your podcast. And I heard Joe Budden say that Joe Budden doesn't want to put ads on his show because he feels like it takes away from the content. And I agree with Joe Budden's on that. Just because you have ads doesn't mean that your content is better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure Joe Budden could get ads on his content. He has one of the biggest podcasts out there. You know what I'm saying? One hip-hop podcast out there. So, of course, he could get any ads that he wanted. He doesn't want to. So, I don't think that was a good, like, you know, shot for Gillie. That doesn't say that whose podcast is better. It just says that, you know, you took ads and he didn't.
Yeah, that So what? He's making money. Whoa. That's such a fucking bad thing. Holy shit.
After that, Joe Buttons goes on his show and he talks about Gillie's window being covered by the headboard. He's basically saying, oh, don't talk money, talk to me. And you got a whole headboard covering your window. I didn't really think that was funny. I thought that was whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a tall fucking headboard. What do you want? Man, there we go. So that is the beginning of their rivalry and all the way.
Is this what these old men are beefing about nowadays? Is your fucking bedboard covering your window and shit? That's crazy. The fuck? Like, that's
up to today. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Who has the better podcast? Who do you think is on the top between this rivalry? And if they were to do a versus, who would win? Joe Budden or Gillie? Leave in the comment section below. I'll see you on the next episode. 1.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty not serious shit at all. It sounds like they're just both being rich crybabies. Like, so yeah, that's what that is. A bunch of people that have money that are just like to cry about anything and everything. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. Y'all know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, comment, do all the shit. You feel me? Much love to you. Peace.